When you feel broken, when life has taken everything out of you and you don't know how to take another step, I need you to listen. I need you to understand that this moment, this pain, this despair is not where your story ends. It is simply a chapter, a part of the journey, not the conclusion. Right now, you might feel like the weight of the world is pressing down on you, making it impossible to breathe, impossible to see any light at the end of the tunnel. But I promise you, even in the darkest nights, the stars still shine. There is something inside you that is stronger than everything trying to break you. You may not feel it now. You may not even believe it exists. But I assure you, deep within, past the pain, past the doubts, past the fear, there is an unbreakable spirit. A part of you that refuses to surrender. A part of you that still has fight left. And if you reach for it, even if it feels distant, even if it feels impossible, you will find that you are capable of rising again. Pain is not your enemy. It is a teacher, a guide, a forge that shapes the strongest warriors. Every hardship you endure is carving you into someone greater. Every tear, every setback, every heartbreak, it is all molding you into the person you are meant to be. You don't become strong by avoiding pain. You become strong by facing it, by standing in the storm and refusing to bow. It won't be easy. It never is. But nothing truly great ever comes from ease. The fire you walk through now is refining you, preparing you for something greater than you can see. There will be days when getting out of bed feels impossible, when your thoughts are heavier than your body, when your heart aches in ways words can't describe. But I need you to rise. Even if it's slow, even if all you can do is move an inch forward, do it. Forward is forward, no matter how small the step. Do not let the pain convince you that you are not meant to be here. You are. You have a purpose, even if you can't see it yet, even if you feel lost, even if it seems like everything is falling apart. Know this. You are not alone. You are not your failures. You are not your mistakes. You are not your worst moments. You are more than the sum of what has gone wrong in your life. You are possibility. You are resilience. You are strength wrapped in human form. And the fact that you are still here, breathing, means you still have more to do, more to give, more to become. No one said life would be fair. No one promised that things would always make sense, that the people you love would never hurt you, that dreams wouldn't shatter, that you wouldn't feel lost in moments that feel endless. But what life does promise is that change is always possible, that no matter how broken you feel, you can heal. No matter how lost you are, you can find your way. No matter how defeated you feel, you can rise again. You don't have to do this alone. There is strength in reaching out, in admitting you are struggling, in saying, I need help. There is courage in vulnerability, in allowing yourself to be seen, even when you feel like a mess. There are people who care about you, people who see something in you that you might not see in yourself right now. Let them in. Let them remind you of your worth when you can't see it. Healing doesn't happen overnight. It's not a straight path. Some days you will feel like you are making progress, and others it will feel like you are slipping back into the darkness. That is okay. Progress is not always a steady climb. What matters is that you keep going, that you refuse to let the pain convince you to give up on yourself. You are not broken beyond repair. You are not a lost cause. You are a masterpiece in the making. And every scar, every wound, every broken piece is part of a story that is still unfolding. There is beauty in resilience, in standing up after falling, in choosing to try again when everything in you says to quit. The people who change the world, who inspire others, who make the biggest impact, are not the ones who never struggled. They are the ones who struggled and kept going. They are the ones who refused to let the darkness consume them. They are the ones who decided that no matter how broken they felt, they would not let that be the end of their story. You have more inside you than you know, more fight, more passion, more strength. Life may have knocked you down, but it has not defeated you. Stand up, wipe the tears, take a deep breath, and take that next step. One step. That's all it takes to start again, to rewrite the story, to prove to yourself that you are stronger than the pain, stronger than the past, stronger than anything trying to break you. This is not the end for you. This is the beginning of something new, something powerful, something incredible. Keep going. The best chapters of your life are still waiting to be written. You stand here, looking at yourself, wondering if you have what it takes. The doubt creeps in like a shadow, whispering that you're not strong enough, not fast enough, not good enough. But I need you to listen, and I need you to listen well. Weakness has no place in your heart, no place in your soul, and no place in your future. Every great warrior, every legend, every unstoppable force in this world once stood where you stand. They felt fear, they felt pain, they questioned themselves, wondering if they could push any further. But do you know what separates those who rise from those who fall? It isn't talent, it isn't luck. It is the refusal to accept weakness as a permanent state. Weakness is not who you are, it is only where you are now. And where you are now does not define where you will be. Every strike you take, every failure you face, every moment you feel yourself breaking is just another lesson forging you into something greater. The pain you endure today is the strength you wield tomorrow. People will tell you that strength is about power, about domination, about being better than someone else. But that's not strength. True strength is standing when everything tells you to fall. It's pushing forward when your legs scream in agony, when your lungs beg for rest, when your mind tells you that you can't. Strength is the choice you make every single second, to keep going, to keep fighting, to refuse to bow. Do you think this world will hand you power? That it will carve a path of gold and glory for you? No. This world will test you. It will break you. It will push you to the edge of your sanity and dare you to fall. It will whisper lies in your ear, telling you that you were never meant to be strong, that you were always meant to lose, that some people are just born weak. But let me tell you something. Weakness is not a birthright. Weakness is a disease, and the cure is the fire in your soul. Every day you sit still, every second you hesitate, every moment you let fear dictate your choices, you let weakness win. But you don't have to. You don't have to surrender. You don't have to accept a life of being second best. You don't have to let the weight of failure define you. Because no matter how much you have lost, no matter how many times you have fallen, as long as you stand again, you have never truly been defeated. Look at your hands. Do they tremble? Let them. Let them shake, let them burn, let them feel the weight of the battle ahead. And then tighten your fist. Feel the power in your grip. Feel the strength in your bones. Feel the fire roaring inside you that refuses to die. You are not weak. You are not fragile. You are the storm that is yet to be unleashed. There is no place for weakness in your journey, not because you will never fail, but because you will never allow failure to define you. You are stronger than you know, fiercer than you believe, and more unstoppable than you could ever imagine. But you must decide right now, in this moment, what kind of person you will be. Will you be the one who collapses under the weight of fear? Or will you be the one who stands, broken but unyielding, bleeding but defiant, exhausted but still fighting? The weak wait for permission to rise. The strong take their fate in their own hands and forge a destiny that cannot be denied. Which one are you? Your strength is not something given. It is something earned, something fought for, something that comes only to those who are willing to sacrifice for it. Every time you train, every time you struggle, every time you push past your limits, you are proving to yourself that you will never be ruled by weakness again. This is your moment. The pain you feel, the exhaustion in your bones, the doubts creeping into your mind, this is the moment where warriors are born. If you surrender now, you will always wonder what could have been. But if you push forward, if you refuse to break, if you keep fighting even when there is nothing left inside you but sheer willpower, then you will see what true strength really is. You will look back on this moment and laugh at the thought that you ever considered giving up, because you will have become something greater, something that cannot be broken, something that stands above the ashes of every battle and roars in victory. So stand up, lift your head, clench your fists, grit your teeth, and fight. There is no place for weakness in your soul, and there never will be again.